Hey, GM friends. Can y'all hear me? Hello, hello. GM. I guess, is that a yes? Everyone's saying GM? Okay, cool. Sweet. All right, friends. Well, another week. We had a good little week here over at Pixelcraft. Got some stuff to share. Obviously, been sharing a lot in the chat with everyone. I've been doing some big shipping over the last week. Pretty excited to share a lot of it. You have a couple minutes here to come in. Foreign, welcome back. Hope everything is okay on your side. The facilitators were worried about you. It survived. Zanza, do you want to come up now while we're chilling? You got some stuff to share?
Hey, good morning, everybody. Can you guys all hear me?
Yeah.
Perfect. Good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I was playing around with some of the skills Coder Dan made, and then I requested the Reckless sprite sheets, so I have them here, and I'll just drop them in the chat. I guess I can screen share. That makes everything easy. So there's like a nice screen. Yeah. Screen one. And then
you've been cooking on a lot of stuff. It's really awesome.
Thanks. Yeah. Right now, I'm really enjoying playing around with like SvelteKit. So that's like a front end framework. And then like Cursor is like my main thing right now. I feel like I've spent so much money on Claude. I just need a break from Claude and just have fun with Cursor right now. So, yeah. So I guess my screen is probably visible. So you can see I made this little page here with 9 of the enemies from Reckless. So these are like the ones I'm using for this little game. I'm quote unquote vibe coding. I don't really like the term vibe coding because I learned a lot of this stuff before like vibe coding was a thing. Like this, for example, I don't know if you guys can see this. Like you can't vibe code this, right?
Is that in tiled? Yeah.
Yeah, like this is
tiled.
Yeah. I wish you could. I'm trying to like figure out a way to maybe vibe code like half of it and then just add in structures or something to make like a big map, but that's like later down the line. So anyways, yeah, if you guys want to play with these sprites, I dropped the link in the chat, and I'll add a so I made this little template here. So it loads all, if you've loaded your sprites on gotchi.lol, it'll load in here. So I'm using like gotchi.lol as a backend kind of thing. And then yeah, so this is just like a template anyone can fork. It has like a movement controller, and then here I'll put it on like a different viewport so you can see this is an iPad Air. Oh my gosh, on my little laptop screen you can't even see the buttons. There we go. iPad Pro, and you can see there's little touch controls. So you guys could fork this and do whatever you want with it. I'll update the README if anyone actually wants to use it. There's like a punch button and then shoot button, and it works with like left click, right click, and WASD. It's being weird because of a browser inspector, but and then there's
Does
like
the clicking work? Like you can click to move?
No, there's no click to move. It's
okay.
WASD, and if you're like prefer to hold your mouse with your left hand, you can use the arrow keys instead. And then I just like these like mobile movement controllers for mobile games with the little thumb pads. So
yeah,
I set that up, and then I guess I will do so yeah, this is all. You can click that button and just get it on GitHub. If anyone actually wants to use this, I'll update the README and like I'll add in the sprites and maybe like a little doc that explains how to render the sprites with Cursor or something. And then yeah, I'll just do a little live stream of my game, and I'll drop the link here too. Oh, this isn't it. We have I made a new link, so let's use that. The link linkvasion.gotchi.lol. Sick.
Nice.
Yeah, and then if you're trying to play this and your sprites aren't loading, it's because you need to come to this page and just hit load my gotchis. So I'll just drop that link here, and you'll have to connect your wallet too.
What is that doing in the back end? That's interesting.
Yeah, so basically I'll just do it on stream, and then yeah, there you go. Check out my wallet. Signing here. This is how Trezor works. If you guys use Trezor with Rabby, I think one of our community members just got a Trezor, so it's cool to show off right now. So yeah, what it's doing on the back end is, so it's gonna hit load my gotchis, and then I think it's running like a Node.js server or something with SvelteKit on this platform called render.com, and it's just gonna like load them all on the server, and then saves them in Supabase.
So like instead of loading them on the fly, you basically just load them all first, and then when you go and play them, it kind of just pulls from that.
Yeah. So it saves them in a Supabase bucket, so they're all like, so that way, like, yeah, you can see there's this button set as profile gotchi. So I'll just go to my profile. Oh god, it's being slow for some reason because I'm loading all the gotchis. It's like I have like 200 gotchis, so it's like I might have just like, it might be like, hey, you need to pay for more compute power or something. But anyway, let's just jump into my game then. So this is the game I vibe coded. I'll put it on full screen, and then I can't open source this because I like licensed the tile set and the music. But you guys are definitely like, the link is right there in the chat. Lickvasion is what I'm calling it, because it's an invasion of liquidators on this little island, and you like hold off, and it'll get progressively more difficult. The game only lasts for 10 minutes right now because there's like 9 waves, and basically, and like you can see there's a bug right now. I have to flip the bugs around. I just made this yesterday, so bear with me. Like the bugs are backwards. So I can fix that. But so what I'm liking doing, it's kind of reminds me of like the hold off game for Call of Duty Zombies, where they just keep spawning from the edges of the map, and you can like run a little faster than them and get them all in a group. And then once they're all in a group like this, you can just drop some melees. And that's you can see I'm showing the collision box right now. It's just a big picked box, and right now I have to make the attack box. You can see I'm like already half dead on round 1 because I'm letting them get close to me, and I have to like play with all the collision boxes still. But I mean, it's for something that I just made this week, it's pretty fun. And like, see, now the slimes are spawning, and eventually you'll get all the way up. The Rex is what I set as the hardest monster. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely open to like feedback, or even like if anyone has experience in Phaser, I'm down to like just share the repo and we can collaborate on it, async or something. Something I really like roguelike games. Lately I've been playing this game called Kirby's Air Riders, which is like an OG roguelike game, and they just like released it on Switch too. So that is like nostalgia for me when it comes. It's like it's like a roguelite racing game. But I'm getting a little off topic, but yeah, I want to add some roguelite elements to this, where it's like when you increase through the rounds, you get like power ups, and I don't know if anyone's interested in playing a game like this. This is like, I love roguelike games, so definitely open to like feedback and stuff. And
yes, I mean, it's like basically a couple days of work. Like, dude, it's so impressive what people can do now. You know, with the sprites that we've got, and the open sourcing of the template that you made. I mean, that's work that everyone's doing is like gonna just continue compounding until
it's like it's rolling a snowball.
Yeah, that's what I think is happening this year, and that's kind of my goal, is to just like help get that snowball bigger and bigger, while we're also building our own like first party game, but also just continually give people the tools to create and also market the games that you're making, and just not even the games, but like at the products everyone's making.
Yeah,
really, I think it's a pretty exciting time.
I definitely think so. I'll just share like a personal goal since we're on the subject. Like, I really liked this game that a lot of you might remember called World Wide Webland. So a lot of the asset packs I'm using are the same asset packs that were in World Wide Webland. And so I was just thinking it would be really cool to make like an Aavegotchi first version of
Yeah.
like World Wide Web land, but still like allow other people, like, because I'm in other collections too. I have other friends in the space. I don't want them to miss out just because they're not smart enough to come use the Aavegotchi Bazaar. Maybe they can spawn in as their rad bro or their quirky or whatever my good friends have as NFTs. I want them in there. Began Punks is a big one to me because like Crypto Texan is, I don't know if anyone knows him, but
Yeah.
yeah, I guess everyone knows Crypto Texan. Began Punks, like, I don't know. I think that's like one of a really untapped thing in the NFT space is like more cross collaboration between communities. Like we did that cool activation with Cat Town. I like that a lot. I feel like there's a lot of like PvP amongst NFT communities. Like
It's so rough right now for everyone.
Yeah.
It's like bloodbath. It's been a bloodbath for like the last 2 years, 3 years. So yeah, I mean, we do need more unification and like building stuff that everyone can enjoy. I was thinking about that today because I have this idea to make. Yesterday, I shared this tweet that maybe some of you guys are seeing it for the first time this morning or this evening, wherever you are. Let me just find it. This is. I'm so excited about this. And if anyone wants to do a render, I think my pipeline is working right now, so I can, while we're on this call, I can do a few more. But you know, I was thinking like this was powered basically by the Unity like 3D SDK that we made last year, and Gotchi Battler is, we basically made an API for Gotchi Battler, and then I said, you know, let's take that API, let's make it like an official API, and then put it. It's hosted on the Aavegotchi DApp, and I'll be like releasing it more publicly next week. But let's so basically you like feed it your Gotchi ID and the prompt, and then it runs it through this 3D Gotchi generator, and then it runs it through Nano Banana Pro to generate the image, and then it runs it through like Kling 3.0 to generate the video. And it's pretty sweet, but like there's still a lot of stuff to do because we have a lot of assets in Aavegotchi. Like we got Gotchi Guardian stuff, we got the licks, like all sorts of cinematic like IP that has kind of just, you know, been created but sitting around. So I was thinking it'd be really cool to have like kind of a central studio almost where we could just host all the IP that we have, and then be able to just go in and like click, like kind of like when you're uploading like a video, like you need reference images. So being able to like link the reference image into the prompt and stuff and generate it. But then I got thinking even more. I'm like, that would be like, I wonder if other NFT communities, or not even only NFT communities, but like other crypto communities or other, like who else would benefit from a tool like that? Because I haven't really seen anyone building like the studio for an IP to go and like upload their IP and then be able to like use it easier, to be able to like use it easier than having to manually upload all your stuff like every time you do a prompt. Like if there was a way to kind of simplify it, I don't know. I'm gonna try it and for Aavegotchi and see how it goes. And if I think it's like worth maybe expanding out a little bit, then we'll do that and see if there's other, like there maybe the Rad Bros or like some of the other niche communities that like we want, like being able to make really sick videos in just like a few buttons and a few prompts I think it's pretty powerful. Nindil sent a prompt. All right, let me find it here. I'm working today on a couple things around this little prompt to video idea. First of all, I'm working on, as I shared in the general chat earlier. Where is it? I'm scrolling here. There's a Discord command that I'm working on. That's going to be pretty cool. So I'm obviously like, there are some rate limits and stuff that I got to input. Otherwise, it's going to run through all my Higgsfield credits really quick. Luckily, though, Higgsfield, I bought their plan, and they give you like unlimited Nano Banana Pro for free for a year. So I'm trying to like route everything through Higgsfield right now. So at least at the minimum, we will have like a really cool way to generate Aavegotchi themed images. And then the extra, like the video prompt, I might have to gate that a little bit more aggressively. But that prompt that got like this Gotchi command in Discord, like I want to be able to get that into our Discord here and let people be able to like use it in the wild. So that's kind of one of my goals, is just to make that, give you guys a way to play with your Gotchis and like put your Gotchi ID in and generate like cool images with it. Because I think it was pretty fun. It's really fun to do that. Like I've been doing it for a while with my own Gotchis, and I want to just share that ability with people. So I see your prompt here, Nadia. I'm going to give it a try now. I think my pipeline should be working right now. So what I'm doing, I got a task going right now with my OpenClaw to basically like clone the setup that I have on my main OpenClaw server and move like kind of clone it over, remove the OpenClaw part, and just leave the workflow that I've created. And I have a new server that I'm creating right now. And that's going to be like the new Gotchi bot, basically. I have other stuff that I want to do with that one, but the first thing will be to have this prompt to image for everyone to use. All right, I'm working on your prompt right now, Nadil. Once it's done, I'll send it over. So yeah, I think it's pretty interesting time. Like we're trying to make full use of the tools here, kind of unencumbered by a lot of the ambition that we had previously, trying to build something more like bigger. But now we're much leaner and meaner and unencumbered by things like a bunch of team meetings and stuff. So actually shipping faster than especially with AI now. I mean, faster than ever before. So the other thing that might be useful to people, there's a couple other developments from last week. This is a tool that I've seen a lot of talk about CLIs going out and like people using CLIs. So this is a tool that you can basically feed to, like, let your bot or agent or whatever use, just like a skill basically, but it's like a skill on steroids because it includes a lot of the stuff literally in the package. So this it's still like, it's very beta or even alpha. So if you like encounter, what I'm trying to do is like make it for the bot's perspective, they install the CLI and then boom, like they're instantly able to do stuff. What I found was that they would install it and they would try to do something and they would say, hey, like I don't have the ABI for this or stuff like that. And they would go look for it and then figure it out themselves, which is fine. But I want them to be able to like literally just do it the moment they install the CLI. So if you are watching your bot, your agent, and they like can't find stuff, that's a good time to, you can like have them go make a PR in the CLI repo and we'll review it and like help improve the CLI, because I want to make this basically like a first class experience for agents to be able to do stuff in Aavegotchi. So this, like, it includes the bazaar, it includes the auction house, all the subgraphs. I think it to some extent it also includes like the realm parcels and lending. I haven't really tested a lot of that. One thing I'm really excited to test is the forge, because like procuring and doing the forge stuff is always kind of a pain. So I would love to get to a point where I can just tell it like, hey, I want to make this wearable. And then it just goes and like traverses the bazaar, the auction house to go find like a good deal on those items and then gets them and then begins the forging process. So that's kind of where I would like to get it. But yeah, any feedback is welcome on this. If anyone is running their own agent and wants to give it a try. So that's the CLI. Nice. Nadia's got the OpenClaw going. Very cool. Feed it the CLI, or also, I mean, the skills also still work, but I feel like the CLI is actually like the next level of skill. So I mean, you can still keep using these skills. And I'm also working on. What's that?
Oh no, I just realizing there's a CLI. That's exciting. Sorry to keep going.
Yeah, I haven't like done a tweet on this yet. This is alpha for the call here. I mean, I did a little bit tweet, but I haven't announced it. So next week we'll do a proper like blog post on introducing the CLI. Yeah, I also plan to. I'm nearing finishing up creating a CLI tool, or at least a skill for DeFi dungeons as well. So you can also like get your agent to play DeFi dungeons with an API key. It will require unlocking the highest difficulty. So it's like you'll need 1,000 Ghost and 1,000 USD stake to get the API key. But that's kind of part of the game. So lots of exciting developments on that side. Just kind of upgrading the whole protocol, agentifying everything, and we'll see where it leads. Like no one really has that much clue about where all this is going, but I think it's cool to be part of the agent wave right now. And yeah, I see a lot of people also wondering like how to set up an agent. I saw someone earlier said that plan to also like release either a script or like a tutorial on how to kind of set up your agent for Aavegotchi, especially. I'll probably try to release that next week as well. All right, I got Nadil's image here, or the video. So I'll download it and upload it. Looking pretty good. My internet is kind of slow to download stuff sometimes. But let's see. Can I download it? I think I can, yeah. Here it is. Uploading it now, sir. So it took about 6 or 7 minutes, I guess, which is about normal for like Kling. Kling is a little bit slow. I mean, let's look at the fakes that he did. Like that's fucking legit. It's kind of blown away. It generated that prompt. I'm not sure like where it knew. I guess it kind of knew Nadil's art style somehow with the sketches that he did. What was the prompt? Let me see what the original prompt was. His planning his next fake Gotchi in his Gotchiverse art studio in the Gotchiverse, surrounded by Gotchi art sketches and OG fake Gotchi pieces. This is like where the proper like studio setup that I'm kind of envisioning. We would be able to like reference various fake Gotchi pieces. I guess that would be really cool, and those could be easily added into the final mix. The hair is missing. Really? Oh, are we missing hair? So if anyone's got any ideas on how to use this tool, I'm just kind of making the tools here. I plan to do like a cool DeFi Dungeons trailer pretty soon using this. I think that'll look really nice. The Jesse Pollock. Actually, we just did the Jesse Pollock hair. We added the base wearables. So if you go to Aavegotchi.com to the SDK page, you will see them. But maybe, I don't know, maybe the API hasn't gotten that update. I'm not sure. Let's see, I'm just checking the API here. Yeah, I see the base shirt is on the SDK. I see the hair, so it is there. I'm not sure why it didn't render. Yeah, so you guys will have access at least to the image gen by next week is my plan, and maybe video, although I need to kind of, I think it's like something I can give people like a few generations every day or something, because I'm going to burn through my
Maybe
Higgsfield credits.
just
Pretty
I was
close.
just spitballing ideas. Maybe you can make it like pay to use with Ghost or something. Like top up your
Yeah.
token balance with Ghost in the Discord, and then
Yeah.
you can spend from your token balance to make videos. That'd
Yeah.
be
I
kind of
mean,
cool.
I think something like that. We already have the staking, so I was thinking maybe there could be like a free tier, and then maybe like a stake 1,000 ghosts, a stake 10,000 ghosts to just like get some ghosts circulating and locked up. I don't necessarily want people to have to spend ghost, although we could try it for sure and see like
Yeah.
which way works the best.
Well, I'm just from the mode of thought that paying for video gen is like really expensive. Like I know someone that did a video gen AI project on like
Yeah.
PubFund, and it cost them like $3,000 to do all the video gen that their users were doing. And so
Yeah.
it was like pretty crazy, their project. Like it was really cool. So I don't know. Alternatively, instead of like maybe doing ghost spend, we could set up some kind of reignite like an ambassador program and maybe make it like a whitelisted role so that people aren't abusing it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, what I probably will start with is just like a kind of limited free tier, and if people are like consistently maxing that out, and we're just like we're all having a good time with it, and like we're seeing these clips on socials and things, and kind of circulating, then we can start bumping that up and create either a stake to unlock plan, maybe stake 1,000 USDC. Interest goes to paying for it, stuff like that. Like that's what I want to experiment with.
Yeah, it's so fun experimenting with AI. There's like, I feel like
Yeah.
my bucket list of things I want to do is like just keeps getting bigger. And like I thought that like with AI, I'm like, oh, now I'm going to be able to do all the things I wanted to do. But now there's just more things that I want to do.
Yeah. Yeah, my ADHD has never felt more empowered. Does the model handle the Gotchi visual just from ping? It's just from the ping right now. It's like it uses the SDK image as a reference image and then just pulls it from that. And it's quite like creative with it. I do want to experiment with adding in some constraints to try to get rid of the little legs that it likes to give, because it does do that a lot. Have you seen the Nuco character image studio? No, have not. What's it called? Nuco AI or something? So many fun things to play with these days.
Yeah, I feel like just finding new ways to bring the AI tools to people is like a big focus right now, because it's like a lot of the toys are very developer centric, so it's like
Yeah.
working on like the distribution is like a big thing right now.
Yeah, I this community's always been about like education, so I want to bring people along for the journey as well, and like make sure that everyone is empowered to use what we're creating. Agent skills that don't suck. Nice. I'll give it a try. If we can get rid of these little fake gotchi feet, that'd be a first step for sure.
Oh.
Gotchis are so weird because they don't have feet. The AI want feet.
Well, we're on
I don't really want to use.
Actually,
Yeah,
never mind. No, I was just say something off topic. But it's kind of funny. We were talking. You were saying that it's like education is like super important in this space. There's this like vibe coder on Twitter that I really dislike. Levels. I don't know if anyone's heard of him. This guy was like advocating for like doing creatine all the time, to
Levels
like
IO, that guy?
yeah,
Or another
yeah,
dude?
yeah, and he
Yeah.
was like posting, "Do creatine to reduce your brain fog all the time," and then I ended up like with like excess CK levels in my blood, which is like from doing too much creatine. So it's like the worst health advice ever. So it's like, don't take health advice from a vibe coder, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of like random biohacker guys and stuff be like, all these like the peptides and all. It's pretty crazy out there. Do your own research.
Yeah, I actually had one peptide for hair loss because I had this thing called alopecia, which is like a hair
Mhm.
loss spot in my beard. So I couldn't grow a beard for like a year, and my buddy was like, "Try this hair loss peptide and just roll it in with a derma roller," and now I have a full beard again. So the peptides thing is actually kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah. Peptides are legit. I have not really experimented that much with it, but yeah, I was thinking of doing a little bit of like I have creatine and the 20 grams a day once in a while for um like sleep deprivation from like baby stuff. It's supposed to be pretty helpful, but I haven't really tried that either. Yeah, 20 grams it's a lot. It's a heroic dose. You only do it when you're like sleep deprived. 5 grams is like standard. Yeah. The other cool thing that we shipped last week, obviously some of you are, I see Chonya was using it. We got the original Aavegotchi DApp working again. It's one of I have this like very long list of just stuff that we wanted to do and should have done, but just never got around to doing because everything is a distraction and just time is limited. So this was literally probably 5 prompts. The first prompt, do like the first big pass, and then I just went in, realized like, oh, the bazaar is not like some of the listings aren't loading, stuff like that. Did a little QA, and was able to boom get it done in an afternoon. So yeah, enjoy for those of you who still prefer the original, go there and use it. If you notice any issues, do let me know. I haven't really used it that much after I got it working, but it does seem to work pretty well. So pretty cool. And we'll talk about the DAO in a second, but I'm starting like I'm getting a lot of these tasks that I wanted to get done. Like they're getting done. So I'm gonna continue creating that to-do list. And part of it is DAO related. Like how can we finally start using AI to move the DAO forward or like fix any processes or create new processes or whatever needs to be done. So I'm open to like what kind of tools do people want for that kind of stuff. But yeah, we'll talk about that during the DAO call. So we got onto the longevity discussion here. User default can give a hand with DAO updates. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Well, a couple things I have in mind are once I get this bot set up, it's gonna basically monitor snapshot, and it's gonna whenever there's like a new AGIP that comes out, it'll probably do a ping in the chat. I think we can get that set up. Also, like when an AGIP is like nearly reaching at the end, and it's still hasn't met quorum, we can ping for that. So a couple just nice quality of life things here in the Discord. Enforcing like templates could be another thing that we could do, making sure that the posts that people create, the snapshots, like do follow a template. Those are like some very, very low hanging fruit ideas. But yeah, if anyone's got like another one is the XP. I have it on my list to automate the XP drops. That's going to happen soon, which will be sweet. Posting on X daily, like as the Aavegotchi DAO or as Aavegotchi. I do have an idea that I think I could automate the Aavegotchi X account and like turn it into kind of an Aavegotchi X influencer. I've seen a couple other projects doing that with mixed results, but I think any posting is like more. Any posting is more than what we're already doing. Because I'm trying to post up and show up every day on X. Not easy. There's so much. It's kind of like generating the ideas that are potentially like good content. It takes a lot of time. But yeah, I'm thinking of maybe we could automate the Aavegotchi X account. Yeah. Well, Nadil, if you have any ideas, feel free to DM me. Because it's not hard to set it up now. Like my OpenClaw could basically post it. So it's more about like how do we generate cool content? What do we post about? Yeah, DM me. We'll talk about it. I have a couple like X things set up on my OpenClaw. One is for just a daily digest of posts from people that I want to follow that just gets into my Discord. And another one is like it analyzes all my bookmarks that I do every day because I bookmark a lot of stuff to tell me like, hey, you should like, let's circle back to this one, and maybe this one is cool. Maybe there's something we could build here. I even told it to just start building, so it'll also like build stuff for me while I'm sleeping. A lot of the time, it's not really that useful, but it's kind of cool. I think that's pretty much all the stuff that got shipped last week. For DeFi Dungeons, I'm very close now to pushing the trading mechanic. I've done a V1 on it, and I played with it, and I wasn't that happy with it yet. I did kind of a V2 on it, and the V2 is almost done. So that will be going live next week. Excited to get that done. And then I've kind of gotten all of the staking or like trading related stuff that I wanted to. So next is going to be more actually game mechanics. So things like forging and like being able to craft better wearables in game, I think is pretty high on the list. And just improving the game overall, like the UI, the various flows, adding like more enemies, things like that are all pretty high. P0, P1. And then obviously getting like but next week we'll probably start allowing anyone with a Gotchi to start to create an account. Right now it's we're still in closed alpha, but I'm kind of ready to just open it up and let's see if we can get more players in, because we've kind of gotten all the Sybil protection. It's basically locked down. Like there's not that much damage they can do anymore. So yeah, that'll be exciting. I want to do a little trailer for it, put out like a DeFi Dungeons trailer, get some hype going around it, and then ping a bunch of agents and let them know, hey, come start playing this game. So assuming that the world doesn't end next week with World War III, it should be good. We'll keep shipping no matter what. And I also got Jesse is local, so I'll be hanging out with him. We always have a lot of good ideas at those brainstorms, and also be open, helping him get his OpenClaw set up.
Nice. That sounds fun. It's always cool to like get together with people that you've met through crypto. Like I've met a couple cool people IRL from this community, and so that's always
Nice.
fun. Yeah, like a few Canadians in here. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's all I got. If anyone else has anything non-DAO related you wanna cover, kind of did a big alpha dump here. Check out the CLI. Look forward to the Gotchi image gen and the video gen dropping next week. We'll make a big announcement for those here in the chat. Start thinking about what kind of ideas you have.
I have one request. It's more of like a bug report. I don't know if there's like a somewhere. It's just like a issue with the fake Gotchi's UI.
Okay.
I don't know. Should I just say it out loud? I guess, or post it somewhere.
Just DM it probably, and then I'll
Okay.
probably remember. Or I can.
Okay.
I'll write
Yeah.
it
It's just a simple thing. So yeah, I'll DM it to you.
down. Okay.
Okay.
I'll get it. Put an agent on it.
Yeah. Sweet. Sounds good.
By the way, if anyone's wondering what my setup is, just I always harp about it, but the Codex Mac app is just so incredibly OP. It's like I've never experienced coding such a good AI coder. It's insane. So I know maybe OpenAI is going to get bad press this week with their Department of War stuff, but I don't know what's going on there. But I mean, the AI is so good. I can't not use it.
I was wondering about your OpenClaw setup because I know some people here are using Hostinger. I was wondering if that's also what you use or if you're running a more custom setup.
I'm just on Hetzner, and I'm trying right now. Like my goal is to like basically, actually, it just finished. Be able to like fully automate spinning up multiple bots. So like, because I don't want to have like, for example, like if we put Aavegotchi on an X account, I don't want that account to be like that agent to be like mixed with, for example, like the Discord bot or something, or my main OpenClaw. So I'm currently in the process. I think it just finished of kind of siloing them into their own VPSs. Very small, like $4 a month, like super small VPSs, just to do like one specific thing. Yeah, they're kind of like sub agents running on different machines, which is that's what you're supposed to do. So you don't want a bunch of agents like running on one machine.
I have this one AI toy that I like using where you can like give it a like 4,000 character text file to explain its like personality, and then it's like, you know what I mean? You make like custom chat characters, and they haven't released the AI API yet. So I was wondering if with OpenClaw you could set up like custom text agents like that and then hook them up to like Discord and Telegram and have them like be like a bot that like talks to people actively, and you give it like a custom personality. So because that's something I want to do for myself.
It's pretty much you would just get your OpenClaw set up on like a $4 a month like VPS, and then you would install whatever model you want to use. Like for something like that, you probably want to use very cheap one, if not like a free model. And then because it'll be expensive. Or
like in one of my chats we have my friend that makes like Telegram bots. They set up this like video gen bot. So we always like troll each other when people post photos. We'll be like, now feed it to the video gen bot and like mash your head in with a hammer. Like just funny stuff like
What model are they using for the video gen?
You know? I want to say is it called Sona?
Sona, yeah. Or Sora?
Sora, maybe, yeah.
The older one. That's like I think Sora there's like Sora 2.0 that just came out. I don't know. The only ones I seriously use are Kling and Sea Dance. I haven't, like I should. I'm in China. I should probably use Sea Dance 2.0. But I just haven't bothered.
I have this one called the VO 3.1 and then Kling and Sora.
Yeah,
and
VO is good, but it's so expensive.
You know what they use? It's called Hailuo 2 Pro. HAIL.
Hailuo, yeah, the Chinese one.
Yeah, that's cool. What they use. Yeah.
Yeah, the Chinese ones are so much cheaper.
Yeah, that's probably what. And even still with that one, when they ran the Video Gen AI project, they still spent like 3,000 on Haiyu or however you say it.
Yeah, Sea Dance Thrax they got 2.0 coming out, or I mean it's out, but they don't have an API for it yet, so that's why no one's using it for these kind of things. Although I think I was thinking about maybe doing an API like I did for Higgsfield, but I don't know. I don't want to get my wife's like Chinese phone number banned or something. 1.5 is good. Yeah. Yeah, I use 1.5. I go back and forth. For the gotchis, I'm currently using Kling 3.0. Haven't tried 1.5.
One thing I really want to
So
find.
one thing you could also do,
Oh,
like if
sorry.
you wanted to make a chatbot, you could, and it might be a good investment to like get a Mac Studio or something and just like run like not a good investment just for the chatbot, but just for like for longevity purposes. And then you can literally run like a local model. It won't be as good as like Opus 4.6, but it'll be free to use it, and you wouldn't
Yeah.
have to worry about token costs, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I was looking into how it works to train a model where you like, I forget what the term is, but instead of training a model from scratch, you take an existing open source model and then like just add more to it to like customize it. And
Yeah.
there's like ways, I don't know, it's very complicated stuff. What I was thinking I would do is my favorite for text chat would probably be Grok. For if I'm trying to make something funny and like just unhinged, probably Grok, because I feel like, I don't know, Claude and OpenAI, they might have more, what do you call it, like safeties to prevent them from being like politically incorrect. And I don't want like when people are talking it for it to suddenly just be like, hey, that's politically incorrect. It's like, no,
Yeah.
no guardrails,
You
just be funny.
you can yeah, you can jailbreak models. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Oh
you
yeah.
for sure
Well,
do that.
I think I've shown you some pretty great. I showed you a pretty crazy
Yeah.
model that I found.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some guys that do that and show you how to do it. It's pretty sick. What you uh, if you're just trying to like get away from political warnings and stuff. I'm looking at Thrax's video here. Looks pretty cool. This is all AI Thrax, I guess. I'm assuming. Very cool. So yeah, crazy times that we're in. Just gonna get better and better from here. So yeah, if anyone is like interested in just a tutorial on how to do like the OpenClaw stuff, I mean, there's so many out there. There's a bajillion tutorials. Like, just go on X and like just type in OpenClaw tutorial. But it's like I'm happy to also put something together for people because there's just so much. There's a deluge of information, and we can make it especially like for Gotchi and teach it how to use the Gotchi skills. This script that I just made for the VPS to automate that, I'm just gonna basically turn that into like another script that anyone could run to like automatically set everything up. Yeah, there's a lot of tutorials. Not a lot of them are like how to optimize your bot. It's not like literally how to set it up from scratch, which is for non-technical people it can be very intimidating. Even for me, like I was not a guy that like messes with VPSs even before this. So it's been really enlightening for me to like set up my own VPS and like using it for all sorts of stuff. You could load up OpenClaw to HSprite and have it draw Aavegotchi tile maps. Honestly, for that, I think a lot of the workflows people do are trying with OpenClaw. Honestly, you can just do that with like Claude Code or Codex on your PC. You don't necessarily need to like go that extra step to run this cloud infrastructure. Just tell it to just give it full system access and just tell it to like go try stuff. I think that should work. I told Jesse because he was like, what should I do first? And I just said, get Codex Mac app. set that up first. Don't even worry about OpenClaw, because you can do so much. Like 95% of my coding is still in the Codex Mac app. It's not in OpenClaw. Sometimes I kind of think OpenClaw, the way I have it set up, it's like it's not really adding that much value. It's kind of fun to deal with, but most of the value I'm getting out of AI right now is in the Codex app. Codex is the OpenAI coding app. Went from basically being like unusable to just like it. I think it's mogging Claude Code. Like it's unbelievably giga chad. Yeah, better than Cursor. I would say it's better than Cursor.
Wait,
I haven't opened Cursor in weeks now, unless I want to like check a file.
Codex a model? Because don't you have access to Codex within Cursor?
Yeah, it is a model. You can access it within Cursor, but it's like there's this term like the harness. If we're all like AI is like a horse, I guess. I don't know who came up with this term, the harness.
I'm liking this. You and your saddle chair.
The saddle chair. I got my saddle chair. I got the harness. But so Cursor is like a harness, I guess, for your AI, and then the Codex Mac app is also it's like another harness, and OpenClaw is technically like a harness, I guess. So it's basically like how you interact with the app and the different guardrails and prompts, like internal system prompts that the app is like feeding to the API. So Cursor has their own set of system prompts, and Codex will have their own. And they built the model.
Claude Code then than an IDE, kind of like Visual Studio
Yeah.
Code? Yeah, okay, that makes sense then. So you can access it through command line and ask it, like hook it up with MCPs then too?
Yeah. There's a Codex CLI. Like I'll just give a let me see. Trying to find. I mean, it's like it's a Mac app, so they have a CLI for it that you can talk with. They have a Mac app, and I haven't really used the CLI too much because I'm more of a GUI guy. I kind of prefer it. But if you like that CLI experience, you can also just do it in the CLI. I'm not sure if it's exactly as good as the Mac app. The Mac app is just so good. So I haven't like compared the two.
Do they not
imagine they're pretty much the same, but
I'm a Windows guy, Dan. Did they have a Windows app?
Probably. Or they in that case you might. If they don't, you just use the CLI.
Oh, yeah, fair. I was actually thinking. I found out about this through YouTube. I was thinking about buying a desktop computer, like when I need a new computer. I'm still good on my laptop. And then I was gonna try this thing called Omarchy, which is like a Linux thing. That looked really fun to try. So I just saw it on YouTube, to be honest. But I don't know. Can I put?
Someone was. I keep seeing people talk about this one. I haven't downloaded it. It does look pretty cool though. It's called Ghosty. So this is like for people that want. It's kind of like a middle between a GUI and a CLI. So it like gives you a nice GUI for all the different CLIs that you're running. Again, I haven't really used it, but people have been giving pretty good reviews about it.
I'm gonna save the link.
Yeah, and it's Ghost themed, so.
Yeah, I like everything Ghost themed. I got the Gotchiverse anorak jacket which is like the kangaroo pouch, like windbreaker, and that looks really cool. I get a lot of compliments on it. People are like, "What is that logo?" And essentially at church, they're like, "What is that? The Holy Spirit or something?" I'm like, "No. It's fucking." I don't want to show crypto at church, but you know what I mean. It's so funny when people say things like that.
Thrax, you're a dev, bro. Welcome. Yeah, I remember Omarchy. These things come in waves. Everyone was talking about Omarchy for like 2 weeks, and then the wave continued to to the next thing. But DHH is pretty goated. He's a good dev. Well, cool. All right. Well, that's yeah. We do have the dedicated AI channel. So if anyone like has questions, I think that's right. Yeah, just drop them in there. Don't be shy. Come over and let's talk about our AI setups. And I'll drop the CLI and stuff. If anyone has any feedback on the CLI, what you think we should add to it, drop it in there too. All right. Well, shall we go to the Dower?